Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, gonna be a Patreon cast on blockchain featuring Queen and STORK. Holy smokes, two incredible names. I cast a game between these two players back in November, but it's been a while. So top right, gonna be Queen. And in the bottom side, gonna be STORK, spamming 700 APM here today on blockchain. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen STORK spam this hard, but maybe he's excited for a game against Queen. We got Terror the Overlord moving out. Cross-spawn scouting here today, maybe checking for proxies. We got Terror the Overlord shirts at falconpaladin.store, as well as Steve the SCV shirts at falconpaladin.store, as well as other merchandise, including mugs, including hats like beanies for the wintertime, including nice warm hoodies. So much cool stuff out there. Check it out, falconpaladin.store. We'll ship anywhere. You can buy stuff with your own currency. It's awesome. All right, so PVZ here for the Patreon cast of the week at patreon.com/falconpaladin. Thanks to everybody who supports me out there for at least $1 a month for just helping me out and supporting the channel and supporting more StarCraft. Really appreciate it. So if you're watching this the week of March the 10th, I appreciate that Patreon support. Again, for as little as just $1 a month. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I'm here 6 times a week with StarCraft Brood War content. It's super awesome stuff all the time. I love StarCraft and so do you. And if you want to support me but not on Patreon, you can do so here on YouTube directly by clicking the join button, becoming a member of the channel, a Falcon Paladin channel member for cool stuff. Get access to different emojis here in chat. Very neat, very special. And that's for as little as a couple bucks a month, too. All right, what do we got? Drone scouting, just really worried about maybe a gateway opening, which is what this is, against this hatch first play of Queen. Probe trying to find the Zerg. Zerg trying to find the Protoss. Nobody has found anybody yet. Nobody has any idea where they are. It's a very scary thing at 2 minutes when that's the case. Where's this probe headed here on blockchain? So you're going to slip through here because workers can do that. Anyway, drone comes in. Did the drone come? Oh, did the drone not come in? No, there's no way the drone missed this. Okay, I hate doing this. I really hate doing this. But we're doing it. I think he missed it. I think he straight up missed the scout. What the heck, Queen? This is bad news bears. So here he comes. Coming down the way. I hope there's a Protoss here, because if there's not, it's going to be a while. Oh. Wow. He completely discounted the possibility of this being a one-base opener from STORK and just absolutely went next. Now he's checking the next base, and he's not even going to see this. He has no information at all. What is this probe doing? What? Why are we mining minerals down here, STORK? I guess checking for an overlord, and as long as he's going to expand down here? Holy crap, what's going on right now? This is insane. So the probe scouts the hatch first play here out of Queen, sees the pools coming up, says, all right, fine, is actually making a zealot in addition to the one that's already coming up this way. Oh, this is such a good opening for STORK right now. And he's taking this base because it can't be attacked over ground unless you knock down... let's get through these eggs, which takes forever because they have 10 armor. Oh, man. So probe zealot, traditional early attack stuff here from a Protoss player against a very, very good Zerg player. Got 4 sets of Lings on the way to deal with this. Yeah, I don't think any drone should actually die. The zealot was a little bit late to join the party. Where's the second one at? There was a second one, right? Am I blind? Where is this? Okay, I guess trying to see if there's a quick third base on the way from the Zerg. Maybe we're going to try to shut that down with this guy. Because this dude got nothing done. He didn't kill a single drone. I don't think he killed a single Zergling either. He must have got a hit off on one of these. Did he not? Dude, that's crazy. That is crazy what Queen just pulled off there. So Zealot says, is there a quick third base coming up? No? Okay, it's over here though. Same story. Same story. Sneaking a drone through those eggs down here, taking a third base, not accessible over the ground, which does make this map very popular for like storm drops and reaver drops from Protoss, and even lurker hydra drops from Zerg. It's not an island map exactly, but it's kind of close to the same thing. I like it. I like this. And then yeah, just probe transferring over to the island base for the second. It's cool. Not kind of walled off here with a couple zealots, but not like hard walled or anything like that. Lings running around, trying to catch that probe, maybe trying to catch the Zealot who's not interested in engaging with those Lings at all because there's way too many of them. Very scary stuff. Stargate on the way, Lair coming in here too. So other than the fact that we kind of had a weird spot for the second base from STORK and the early Zealot pressure, nothing's too strange about this game. We're going to see probably a Spire opening from Queen here, but again, Hydra's not bad. Going for mass Hydra play when somebody's invested too much into Corsairs is actually pretty awesome. Forge coming in. We'll see how many Corsairs we're going to get here. If we're going to get maybe a +1 attack of some kind. Yeah, Hydra Den on the way, just because the Zerg player is completely blind. Has no idea what's going on. So, gonna go Hydra Den before the Lair is finished. Lair finishes. There is enough money to make a Spire as well. Could just be a safety Hydra Den here because he just really wants to go for Mutalisks and Scourge. But just in case, right? Hydralisk Den in case things go bad. We're going to put the Spire. You have enough money for a Spire. Oh, whoop, whoop, no. No, 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 Falcon. No, 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 silly man. It is actually going to be a fast Lurker upgrade. Oh, I kind of like this. How fast is your detection going to be? Going for a very fast Citadel of a Dune here. It's going to be DTs. DT drops in bases are pretty problematic. That could be a huge issue. Pylon blocking and attempt to maybe at a 4th base here from Queen. Got some Lings up over this way. If he wants to expand up that way, that's not going to be too hard for him. But this feels like a Hydra Lurker style attack. I'm a big fan of it here. Cannons at the front. Just in case a ton of Lings or a ton of Hydras show up, having some cannons on the high ground, firing on that ramp is going to be super duper useful. Corsair out past the Rhinodon pen. Goodbye, Rhinodons. And yeah, he's going to try to block this off entirely. Oh, that's actually... so if you kill these assimilators and the eggs are still here, is that still passable? The blocking rules in StarCraft are weird sometimes. I don't know. So Hydra here to just keep the Corsair from getting 100 Overlord kills because there's not a Spire. This is Hydra Lurker, man. Macro hatch coming up at the natural base. Some Lurkers morphing up here. Whoa. What are you going to do? Are you going to... I mean, trying to come down through this way is going to be tough with those cannons. I mean, these cannons are preparing for the worst right now, which is going to be Lurkers because obviously Lurkers are a problem. Yeah, Dark Templar on the way. Is that the first DT? I think that's the first DT of the day. Yeah, Templar Archives just finished time-wise. That's the only thing that makes sense. The Lurkers can sit back here. Okay, so now... No, these aren't close enough to completely wall it off. What are the assimilators doing? I don't understand the assimilator's purpose here. I feel like I should, but I don't know. Weird map blockchain. Yeah, so the Lurkers came down and said, oh, you have 2 cannons on that choke. Great, bye. And then left. And maybe it's because certain size units can fit through if these are assimilators if the eggs are gone. But if the eggs are gone and if the eggs are here and these are gone, maybe if the eggs are gone and these are gone, you can't fit Lurkers through, but if the assimilators are here and the eggs are gone, you can? I don't know. Someone's going to have to educate me on that one. Yeah, DT's trying to knock through this way. There is not an Overlord here, and there's nothing protecting an Overlord being able to get over here because the Corsairs are keeping the skies free. DT's getting on in. Too late on the static defense. Zerg players. Yep, full evac of drones. Not enough time to get a sunken up here. Burrowing the Lurkers in with a slow... actually, speed Overlords. Ooh, that DT comes back into fight. My gosh, so brave. This DT stuff. 5 kills on that Dark Templar. 1 kill on that Dark Templar. Not quite keeping up with his friend there, but that's okay. It's a team effort here. It's not an individual sport. It's definitely for the teams. Storm getting researched, because of course it is. There's a million Hydras being produced right now. If there's not a Spire opening, Storm's the greatest thing in the world. I mean, Storm's pretty good against Mutas too, but it's so much better against Hydras and Lurkers and Lings. Just because Mutas are fast and dodgeable. Anyway, Storm drop, maybe getting prepared coming up this left side here. I mean, that's what it is. Sonic Storm's just not quite done yet. Couple Hydras try to poke down. And Lurkers at the choke. And this is, yeah, so this is the opposite problem now for the Protoss player. Gonna knock down these assimilators. Protoss hanging out, still on 2 bases here at about 9 minutes. Storm timing on this drop is impeccable. Impeccable. La la la. Hydra sees it. Drones run, but storming the drones. Got a decent storm off up there. 2 kills on that High Templar. Not better than nothing. Ah, but the shuttle dies and the High Templar gets sniped. Okay, right on top of that. Now, here comes a million zealots. The Sim City is not good. The lurkers are here, though. There is an Ob. Sniping the Obs is key to holding this. Bam. Obs gets sniped, and now the 2 lurkers are doing their best to wipe out every one of these zealots. The Hydras are fighting too, but man, speed zealots, very mean. +1 attack here as well. Trying to prevent them from getting into this 3rd base. And yeah, sitting on the other side of this choke, zealots don't like that at all. Now they're kind of trapped, actually. Beautiful pincer here. Beautiful trap from Queen. I think the zealots just have to try to get out. Like, yeah, kill as many Hydras as you can before you die, because you are dead, friends. And they are. 3rd base coming up, although it's at the natural of STORK. Again, very weird game that way. More zealots being produced. More Hydras on the way. Macro hatch in the main. The macro hatches. Good. Just increase the chance of a Zerg player to win a game by quite a bit. This current meta, we see more macro hatches in games from now than we do from the earlier era of like 2007, 2008. Through 2015 and 16 or so. Like that 10-year period. Lurker drop. Okay, that was cute. That was cute. I don't know if it accomplished much of anything. 44 to 41 workers now. The Zerg player's up. He's going to go for another lurker drop, but there are zealots and an observer here. So not going to unload there. Like I said lurker drops, didn't I? I said lurker drops and I meant lurker drops. High Templar drops, lurker drops, Reaver drops. All of these things are good on this map because of the island characteristics of these bases. He's gonna, all right, these zealots are in the wrong place. Let's burrow in, maybe try to kill up a couple probes. And then unburrow and get out of there. Super annoying stuff. Zerg players don't often get to be annoying with drops like this, so I'm sure it feels very nice for Queen to be able to do it. And as always, if you research drops, every one of the overlords you have in the entire game is now a dropper lord, which is one of the just most underused abilities in all of StarCraft. How often do we see overlord drops getting researched in a game? It's not enough, but by golly, it makes Zerg good. You can bypass giant armies. You can get your army across the way. I mean, it's tough. It's tough to deal with a Zerg player who's really elite at dropping, and this base is just going to die. Coming out, though, STORK dropping the storms. Dragoons are up. Lurkers are not necessarily as good in that situation, but this base dying is a huge problem for STORK. He needs to get something done, although, look, it's a 3-base to a 3-base scenario, so knocking the Protoss down to 2 bases is actually not the worst thing in the world for STORK right now. Yeah, this Dragoon count. It's just the Zealots are here to deal with the Hydras, the Storm to deal with the Hydras. If it was just Hydra versus just Dragoon, the Hydras will do amazingly well. And no Overlords here to spot and snipe those Obs, so that's a problem. But bam, STORK gets knocked down to 2 total bases. I'm really surprised we're not seeing a 4th base all the way from Queen here. Kind of just hanging out on 3. And yeah, this Zealot's like, how do you not have a 4th base yet, dude? What is going on with you? Great question. Don't really have an answer for ya. Gonna go for more of those Hydra drops. Again, every one of these Overlords are droppers, so might as well use them that way, I suppose. Overlord's just kind of hanging out, just waiting for Dragoons to come in and wipe them. Yeah, just Dragoons. It's all Dragoons now. Like, it's Dragoons and it's High Templar and it's some speed lots. And as soon as Defilers join the party, we'll start teching into Archons and greater numbers of Zealots and Reavers and stuff. But for now, if there's no Dark Swarm out there and there's no Plague, Dragoons are really powerful in this matchup. I mean, they're powerful in every matchup. They're kind of the backbone of your games against Terran and against fellow Protoss too, right? Dragoon's just a good unit. Just Dark Swarm completely negates it, and that is the one difference in PvZ compared to PvT and PvP. Probe comes up to scout what's going on, sees the Overlords evac, say, yeah, never mind. We were going to try something cheeky there with the drops, but no, more DTs in the way. We're going to see them turn into a Dark Archon, dunno. Trying to get a drop on up. Lurker, burrowed, Hydras, busting the cannon. Okay. So now the Lurkers are invisible, at least until an Observer joins the party here. Where are those Obs? Oh, there we go. 2 Obs joining the party. And again, I'm just not sure we're getting very much damage here. Great storm. Like, I'm not... Oh, actually, never mind. STORK just got knocked down to 23 probes. There must have been a lurker spine or two that did way better than it is obvious after the evidence here. I guess there... Oh, did he... Maybe that lurker got a bunch of kills? Don't know. Queen trying to bust in, but ow, ow. DT Zealot at the front. Hydra's got to get out of there for sure. Fourth base coming in 12 o'clock now. Had to get rid of the pylon to do it. STORK is at least aware the pylon is gone. Is up 91 to 85 total supply, and that is largely army value. So bigger army value here, and just it's Queen trying to go the Hydra lurker stuff. Not even Hydra lurker ling. More lurker shenanigans. By golly, just really committed to this. It's 40 to 20 workers, though. So I'm going to say it's working. Can't really argue with that. This is a big, scary Protoss army. There's 3 Sunkens and 3 Lurkers here. Not enough to stop this. Not the Protoss. Not with +2 attack, +1 armor on those... Wow, on those gateway units. +2 attack, no armor on the Lurkers here, and just no Dark Swarm at all. There's a Queen's Nest coming in, but that represents a very long time before Dark Swarm is up. Storming the eggs. Bam! Explosions of blood there. Queen was going to try to counterattack, but instead has to come back to deal with this. It's a problem. STORK doesn't want to get sandwiched in here. Zealot, 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 Zealot. This is not looking good for STORK. Yeah, the pincer movement. Surrounds are always good. DT's getting into this 4th base. Not enough Hydras to save the day here. Actually, that Hydra was enough to save the day. Did he get picked up and saved? And that's why the DTs were able to... Okay, not saved this time. Swipe. 3 kills there. Oh, fresh drones, fresh meat. Dude, that DT is getting work done. 73 to 68 total supply. Another storm drop over here on the left side, on the right side of the map, rather. About 3 drones die there. 37 to 27 workers. Yeah, the drone death count has been insane. This DT's got 6 kills, and like 3 or 4 of those are workers. Storm drops coming up this right side. By golly, Hydra's on the high ground are the answer here. 3 more drones go down to the storms. To the storms. Yeah, and Dragoons, they'll fight against Hydras as long as they're not, like, cost for cost. Right? If you have a greater cost in Dragoons than in Hydralisks, you'll pretty well fight them, I guess. Hive coming in. Defiler Mound here. Nope. Macro Hatch. Dang! Okay, well, we're getting Adrenal anyway. The Zerg player is. And this is an RJB replay. As always, RJB replays are good. He's personally screening them. He personally watches them to make sure they're amazing. He sends me the best ones to cast. I really appreciate it. Check him out at youtube.com/@RJB_TV for more StarCraft content. He's an awesome, awesome dude. Well, the bad news for STORK is he's still on 2 bases. He hasn't been able to get a 3rd base up anywhere. And the Zerg player pretty happily on 4. I mean, only 45 workers. Ideally, at this stage of the game, you want to be closer to 55 as the Zerg player. But, like, what are you going to do? You've been storm dropped like 87 times. Another drop. This one gets incredibly spotted, though. Like, the Overlord spread here is actually kind of impressive on the right side of the map anyway. Gets a storm off, whiffs with it, gets another storm off, whiffs with it. Was hoping the drones would come back into that storm, but no. Not dumb enough to do that one. Spire on the way at 18 minutes. We got a Defiler Mound coming in now. Where, though? Here? Nope, Spire. Defiler Mound. Yeah, okay, so... The time of the Dragoon is coming to a close upon us. An Archon being made, he recognizes, okay, we're at the point of the game where there are probably straight up going to be Defilers. So the more Archons we have, the better that is for me. Taking center as his third base is STORK. That's kind of awesome. I like it. I feel like he's worried. He's behind. And so taking the center is a gutsy, tricky move that he's hoping will give him enough of an edge here over the next couple of minutes to overcome the disadvantage he's at right now. Yes, storm everything. Lurkers dying. The storms, yes. Every Protoss player is like, yes, bring the storms upon us. Kill lurker eggs with it. Another lurker goes down. Lings try to snipe a High Templar. They get him. They throw away some of their life to do it, but hey, every High Templar down is a big deal. Ooh, putting the High Templar in the Rhinodon pen to get a storm off. That was a sick little cute move. I like it. I like it a lot. Consume's not done yet. I really kind of feel like you have to go, STORK. If you're going to bust a base down, this is a good one to kill. And no plagues, no dark swarms. Is he worried about that? Oh, death. Death in the Rhinodon pen. The Rhinodons are like huddled against the walls. Like, why? Why was death introduced to our home? We've never seen that before. It's true, because you guys are immortal. It is weird how they're all like up against this wall trying to go this way, huh? Are they programmed to avoid conflict, maybe? Maybe the Rhinodons are programmed to avoid enemies so they don't die. Don't know, man. Don't know. Hiders in the open field against Zealots. Never going to have a good time with that. Plague has not been researched yet. So we're going to have Dark Swarm available, which the Zealots don't care about. No! Cracklings! Cracklings in your center base. How much storm do we have? Enough. Definitely enough to clear that out without too much issue whatsoever. Lings are at 2 armor, 1 attack, plus Adrenal. Plague now getting researched. More and more Archons being produced back home. Archon Ball, Reaver Ball, going to be really useful here against the Zerg, no matter what the Zerg does. I mean, if there was some kind of a crazy Mutalisk transition here, the Reavers would be fairly useless. But it's rare. It is rare to see. But you know, this is the kind of the game where it could happen, because there are no Corsairs out. There were a couple Corsairs. They did some work. I think they died to Hydras a long time ago. So if you just, I mean, I don't know, if you wanted to pop out like 15 mutas, fly around, snipe some of these High Templar, avoid the Archons as much as you can, and then Mass Hydra is going to have a pretty good time with it. We'll see. So the Gitane is real right there. This third base is happily mining. These 3 guys need to get to work real fast. Queen sending Lings into the storm to die. Don't know what that's all about exactly, but making more Lings, making more Defilers here. Just kind of trying to get a good feel for what's up here. And maybe expanding top left for a 5th here as well. Yeah, I feel like Queen's a little bit lost as to what he wants to do here. Oh, is this broken? You know what? I think this replay is busted. Let's try to fix it. Fix it on the fly. I saw those probes not getting to work, and I was like, that's not crazy. All right, let's see if that fixed it here. Queens, making Lings, Hydras. Unloading some Hydras up this way. These drones or probes are still hanging out. Ooh. Kind of massing here. Burrowing, unburrowing, coming down the ramp. Oh, maybe it's not any different. Maybe this is just a weird portion of the game. Yeah, because these Lings just kind of running in piecemeal, not getting anything done at all. Okay, they killed a Dragoon. I take it back. They did kill a single Dragoon here. But Queen at 2,000 minerals at the stage of the game seems weird to me. Yeah, just kind of poking up and storming these lurkers. It's a lot of Lings, but how much storm do you... I'm going to make an Archon out of those 2. Storm there. Storm there. 2 storms there. So yeah, bunch of storms available here. Queen throwing out more Hydralisks, getting more upgrades here. Don't know. Like, these probes not getting to work. They're making me concerned. But STORK's spending his cash. Oh, there we go. He finally puts these probes on the gas. All right, so maybe I was worried for nothing. Queen, more defilers. Like a plague from up here on this group would be sick. Where is that? Where's the plague? Where's the Dark Swarm? Not that it would perfectly protect him, obviously, but it'd be really nice. Oh, High Templar does get sniped. Snorm catching the Hydras and Lings as they try to bust out of there. More and more sets of Lings being produced here. Stork just making more and more Zealots. I wonder, there's a plague. Ooh, there's a big plague on those Dragoons. Yeah, I wonder if maybe this is a mind games kind of a thing. Where maybe, my gosh, this attack is still ongoing, but everyone's been plagued and it's so many Dragoons, and the High Templar don't have Storm forever, and this group just gets completely surrounded and obliterated again. Second time that's happened here today at this very location. Is Queen like, look, I know you're going to stop making Dragoons because you're worried about the Dark Swarm stuff, so I'm maybe not going to go as heavy on the Lings and I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it here. Dark Swarm, Ling Hydra. Going to try to snipe this Nexus before the army comes to respond. The Archons are too chonky. They're not going to be able to get in here and save it. And by golly, so that cannon's down. The Nexus is down. All the cannons are going to die. These Adrenalings are chewing through them easily. That is what they're made to do. 2-2 upgrades on those dudes. 3-3 coming in as well. Center base dies. Stork on 2 bases. Not good. Not good. Coming up the right side, Stork. Trying to go through the middle there was not working for him. Catching that Defiler would be sick. Like target firing the Defiler. Defiler gets out of there. Did take an Archon hit. Wanders back into battle. But you can't focus on the Defiler because there's too many Lings and Hydras and Lurkers to deal with. Much scarier. And the Defiler might actually escape with his skin. That's insane. That's crazy stuff. This Archon's like, I'll fight you. I'll fight you inside the Dark Swarm. Ah, never mind. Retreat. Get out of there. That guy never comes up. Long distance mining here from Stork in the center. That's not a good long-term situation for him. Yeah, I'm thinking this might be it for Stork. 98 to 95 total supply, even supply footing, tons of Hydras. It's the income that's the larger long-term problem for the Protoss, though. Never was able to get beyond 3 bases. Had 3 bases for a hot minute, lost it, went back to 2, and just never came back. Okay, all right. Stork catching some plagues to the face here. Some of the stuff has not been previously plagued and is enjoying the power of that. It's such a scrap-tastic game here. Nobody's at 100 supply right now. There you go. Queen's finally spending his cash. Lings, they want to get that +3 attack here once before they engage. I think they can actually handle this. Pure Lings should be able to do okay, especially with surrounds on those Archons. Trying to pick off some of those probes, long-distance mining. Hot move. Nope, pulling back. Lings jumping in. Just kind of holding center, making sure that Stork's not able to retake it. He's sitting on 400 minerals. I think he wants to. Yeah, let the Hydras engage with the Archons. These probes coming back into work. Guys. No, not good. Archon 6 kills. Archon 6 kills. Archon 8 kills. Archon against Hydra Ling. Not exactly their ideal engagement here, but it works. It works for Stork. He manages to hold on. He might be able to take the center here. There's really not an army bearing down upon it at all, but by gosh, this top left base of Queen and this base of Queens, economically, this is not happening. This is 100% not happening. Like, GG Stork, man. If you win this thing, it's going to be one of the most miracle comebacks we've ever seen. In fairness, it's Stork. So what he's capable of is beyond our human capabilities. Yeah, okay. Against Lings, Zealot Archon absolutely destroys Lings. Like, melts it. The Zealots on their own don't do super hot against Adrenalings with 3-3, but if they have Archons backing them up, suddenly it's a much different story. It's the symbiotic relationship here. So, this feels like a game where Stork's going to try to bust up here and kill these 2 bases, but then he's not going to be able to, and he's going to GG. You ready for that? I don't know. The Zealot with the Storm support here. There's a Nidus for instant reinforcements down here as well, but by golly, so much Zerg blood there. Focusing on these eggs with the Archon would be good. Has to cancel, and the Hydra is all pretty much die anyway. Actually, nope, he dies. So they all die anyway. More lings flooding down. It's not cost efficient, but it is zerging. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, like I said, it feels like an attempt of STORK to get up here and wipe these two bases out, and then he wasn't able to do it. And a GG is imminent here. 79 to 48 total supply. STORK's income is just in the toilet. He does absolutely murder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 drones there with that drop, but the Archon is dead. This Archon trying to come up and STORK taps out, and that's it. Queen is your winner. Did I call that? Did I call that or what? That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing stuff there. Well done. Like, super duper well done there by Queen. It just came down to base count for STORK today. I'm shocked he never got this base back. I don't know if he felt like he never could, but he took it, and then he lost it, and he's just like, all right, well, I guess that's never happening again. So he had his 2 bases, and then he ran out of money there, and the Zerg player, I mean, was on kind of 3-4 bases for a while. Finally expands to this left side, which is actually a ghost town at this point because of the drop. But nevertheless, yeah, this center base, it was just a desperate play to try to catch up again. And not able to do it. Woof! That was definitely a crazy good ZVP there. Lots of drops, lots of lurker drops. Man, lurker drops, storm drops, no reavers. The Protoss fans in the comments are quick to point out there are no reavers this game. And when there are reavers, the chances of a PvZ win go way, way, way up. But could he afford them on 2 bases? I feel like he can't. So again, back to the bases argument, right? Weird game. Hit that like button. 206,000 points for Queen, 197,000 points for STORK. Got outproduced here by the Zerg player 3-1. Got outkilled by a 2-1. So interesting. Yeah, the numbers work out there for Queen. A lot of dead lings for sure. And then resources outspending the Protoss by 7 plus 14,000. By golly, 14,000 resources in 28 minutes is a lot of resources. So GG. Well done there. Absolutely killer impressive stuff from Queen. But what else do we expect from this player? He's one of the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep him down. Pretty much. But that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered and a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.